All right, what's up, everybody? Once again, live at Boxing Fit University, Coach Chris Marzela Catalan, the newest champ for Tucson. Welcome, and thank you for having me.
Thank you.
So we're about 2.5 weeks removed from your gold medal win, right? From your victory.
Yeah.
This was took place in Kansas, Junior Olympics, and talk to me about it. It was a 3-day competition, 3 days of matchups, and you walk away with the gold medal. And from what I've seen headlines, and I think I ran it by you, Coach, last week. You're the first female Junior Olympic champ for Tucson.
Yeah.
That's
true.
pretty cool.
Thank
You
you.
just set the bar pretty high, and then your medal's right there in the back too. So we'll show that off as well.
Thank you.
So talk to me. How was the competition? 3 days. Day one. What was going through your head when you guys do the check-in and you're prepping for that first matchup?
Honestly, a lot was going into my head. Like a lot was going through my head. Even the first day, like checking in, I was like, "Oh, this is real. I'm here. I'm really here." You know, I've been talking about Junior Olympics since I first started. You know, seeing everybody do it, and then like not last year, but I think a few years back, I was going to do it, and then something happened, so I didn't. So I was like, then I kept looking forward to it, and then it really came. You know, like I was really there. It's like, this is great. It's a great opportunity for me. And then first competition day, my first fight, it was good. I think I had a big adrenaline dump my first fight because I was so excited. You know, I wanted to stop the girl. I saw her, like, she's not as good as me, she's not as fast as me, so I was like, I'm gonna stop her. And then I got so excited that first round, and then like all my energy those last 2 rounds, it was like gone. But I fought through it, you know. I still fought through it, and I won. And then the second day, I was a bit more composed, so I didn't do that anymore. I didn't lose all my adrenaline. But the second day, I fought the top ranked girl in my bracket, and then I won. You know, I think that was one of my best fights. You know, because I really fought through. Like, I really fought. You know, and that girl was really good. I mean, she was great. She was a really good fighter. And then that last day, the last fight, it was like, that was the best fight ever.
You guys checked in what day, give or take?
The Monday.
You check in on Monday,
Yeah.
so then you have
checking on Sunday.
check-in on Sunday,
Yeah.
and then your first matchup didn't take place till like midweek, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
till Wednesday.
Till Wednesday. So meanwhile, the nerves are just going. You're running this whole thing for 3
Yeah.
days. Everything, like, what's it gonna be like? Then you get to that first matchup. You mentioned you had seen her before. Had that first opponent, you had seen her fight during that tournament?
Not fight, but I could see her. Well, when you go to get the gloves and stuff, there's 2 sides. There's red and blue, and I could see her on the red side as I'm getting ready. So I could see her like hitting the mitts and stuff. So she wasn't just like, it's like, yeah, I could just tell she wasn't as good as me.
And then you get this adrenaline dump. It was because I imagine the whole scene, the
Yeah.
nerves, everything sunk in.
Yeah.
And did you notice that, Coach?
What, like after the first round?
Yeah, like when she's going through it.
Well, the first round she came out really strong, so it was like, it was good. She came back to the corner.
You could play reporter with Coach and hold the
my
mic
bad.
towards him.
Yeah, she came back the second round, and like in between the rounds from 1 and 2, she was good, but right when the second round started, she came out strong again, and then you could just tell all her energy was sapped. So you know, so I knew she was just, what happened was the adrenaline dump, because you know she was in shape for the tournament for sure. So
Marcela, how does it feel for those that don't box, that don't understand the adrenaline dump? What did you feel? Arms are probably weighing like
God,
concrete
yeah.
concrete blocks, or
Honestly, it wasn't like I was like, it didn't feel tired, you know. It's just like I couldn't move my body. Like, I wasn't tired at all. My breathing was perfect, but I just couldn't move my body, you know. I was like I couldn't move. So like every punch I threw, I really gave it my all. Like, if I was gonna throw a punch, it was gonna be hard and it was gonna be fast, you know. I wasn't gonna waste that energy, you know, because I didn't really have any. But I feel like if someone else saw that, they'd be like, oh my God, she's tired. Why is she here? She's out of shape. But like, so like they don't get it, you know.
and these are 3-round fights.
yes,
So every round is huge, right? Especially in the judge's mind. So you can't have any downtime.
Yeah.
That's impressive. And then so you hit adversity right off the bat. First matchup. What happens in the third round?
Third round, we were going blow for blow, but I feel like her punches.
You started feeling your energy come back?
Yeah, I started feeling my energy come back a lot because, you know, those last 10 seconds, you gotta prove who's gonna win. Those last 10 seconds mean everything, you know. You can still around in those, and then like, honestly, you're going blow for blow, but my hits are much harder. You know, my hit, like, I had the cleaner shots.
I was looking at the box rec, and they gave you a split decision on that first
Yeah.
matchup. So was the one round that you dropped the second round? That was the round that she got?
Yeah, she got the second round. But
Second
the first,
round,
but
yeah.
No, because what happens is the scoring. So it was going into the scoring. It was 5-0 first round. We won 3-2 going into the third round. So with that kind of scoring with a 3-2, there's a sense of life still for what's it called? Or 4-1, sorry. 4-1. And then the last round was like 3-2. So there's a
So that's the split. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So
And-
she didn't lose a round. It was just because of the way the scoring is.
So Sunday you guys check in, 3 days of waiting, and then the first matchup was Wednesday?
Yeah.
And then the second matchup took place when? The very next day or 2 days later?
I think it was a day later.
So, well, yeah, because so sometimes how national works, since the brackets are not usually full for the females, so and they want them to fight during the championship days, you know.
Okay.
They give them a day break. So Mars and this girl, that her first opponent, were the only two females to fight 3 days out of the tournament, just because the lineup. She was coming in ranked on the lower end. So the first girl she fought was ranked number 6 in the country, and then the second girl we were facing was ranked number 1 seed
Jeez.
in the tournament.
Give me an idea.
So-
What was low rank going into the tournament?
It's like they match you up accordingly, and it is a random draw, but it's still like I've noticed like during the nationals, still the people, some people, because they've been to nationals, they won nationals multiple times. So the girl who was the number 1 ranked for the tournament, she's won nationals I think 2 or 3 times as well. And
Wow.
she was ranked number 1 in the country for 114. So a lot of the females were moving up to a different weight division.
So this was a huge leap, and then the way that the rankings work, obviously, you know that the competition is going to be a little tougher, right?
Yeah.
So if you're ranked somewhat low, and then you're going against a number 6 right off the bat, you're like, all right, this is going to be, aside from the visual that you had of this opponent, just the number and on paper, you knew this was going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah.
Of course, because that was our first time too at 119.
Yeah.
So she usually fights at 114.
114.
But because she's growing, we decided to bump her up to 119.
That's intense. You come away with 1 victory, go into the second matchup. What happened there?
That second matchup against the girl ranked number 1, hitting the mitts, I felt better, calming myself down, and then finding things I could have done better in that fight, like from the previous fight, and then trying to fix what I did. Honestly, it felt great. I felt much better. I was staying composed, and then going into the fight, the first round, I could feel like the difference. From the first girl, it was, I would say, not even, but it was kind of even. This one, I was like, I could feel the energy. Like it felt like more competitive. And like I maxed her energy. I went higher than her energy that second fight, and that the girl I fought, she kept a lot of pressure on me, but I didn't let it like really get to me. I threw my punches and everything. I threw hard, I threw fast and stuff, and I flowed.
If I heard you guys correctly, you said the second opponent was the first ranked, the number 1 ranked?
Yeah, she's the number 1,
That's
number
intense.
1 seed in the tournament. Yeah.
That's insane. So now you beat the 6, then you beat the number 1. What was the rank of the person that you saw in the finals? The girl that you end up running into the finals, was that a second rank? I imagine number 2 or somewhere top.
No, she was actually coming up her first time to 119 as well.
Wow.
I think she was ranked at 114 at number 5 or 6, and we were ranked number 4 at 114 at 10.
Wow.
So but we did face her a long time ago when she first went to
The
nationals.
girl that you saw in the finals?
Yeah,
Wow.
I didn't realize it until afterwards, and then you go down like their books and you see what happened. So we did face her before, in the beginning, like in I think one of the first women's nationals, and she actually stopped her. So
Wow.
yeah.
And then, so the second fight, split decision also,
Yep.
and then you go and you stop your opponent in the final matchup.
You won unanimous.
Unanimous decision,
Yeah.
right? It was
Exactly.
just clean
Yeah.
slate.
Clean
Yeah.
slate.
And did you remember having faced her once you're in the ring?
Honestly, I did not remember I faced her. I really didn't. You know, I didn't.
And especially if it's a couple years removed, the styles tend to change.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They tend to be facing you a little bit different. Maybe did you talk to her at all afterwards? Does she remember you, having faced you in the past?
I don't think she did.
No?
I didn't really talk to her like that.
It's just one after the other, huh?
Yeah.
Just work.
Well, I think it's been like 3 years.
Okay.
So, you know, for a girl, for her too, it's like she's stayed consistent. She stayed in the sport, you know, so it shows her dedication as well.
And that championship day was Sunday, or was it a Saturday?
Saturday.
Saturday. So you did a whole 6 days, just intense, right? Mentally draining and physically draining, and just the nerves and everything. And finally, everything sinks in. You walk away with the gold medal.
Yeah, that whole week was very exciting and very fun for me. You know?
Let me see that gold medal, because you're hiding
you.
it back there. That looks insane. Look at that. How did you feel when they're crowning you, when they're naming you?
When they put it on me, bro, I was like, I really won. Like, don't tell anybody this, but I was about to cry. No cap. I was gonna it's like I really won, because honestly, this fight, I fought for me a little bit, but honestly, I fought for my coach and I fought for my mom and everybody that supported me. You know, it was like I had to win this. You know, I wasn't gonna be happy with silver. You know, I had to bring back gold. Yeah.
Did this make you feel like you have reached the very best? Like you reached the top that you could reach, and this is the most that you could accomplish? Or did it make you just feel like you're barely scratching the surface and now there's bigger tournaments to conquer?
Yeah, barely scratching the surface.
Good.
You know, this is a big tournament for me. I mean, I've been to nationals before, but this is like top of the top. Not top of the top, but you know, this is like a big tournament. But I was like,
It's a huge accomplishment.
yeah, it just sees where I'm at. You know, it sees where I'm at fighting at Junior Olympics. You know, so I'm a national fighter. You know, I'm a tournament fighter. So I don't have to like down myself anymore, you know?
I imagine this brings you guys together even more, right? Like the trust between pupil and student and coach, and now you're trusting, like, wow, he really does know what I'm doing and how I need to train and how I need to work, because look, the proof is there.
Yeah.
The work itself, it all came together at the right time.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
exciting. What do you have your eyes on next? What's going on? I know you're constantly staying ready. You look like you're in shape right now. What's next in your head?
Next big one is for, honestly, the next nationals in December, because everybody's gonna be after me now. I'm ranked #1, so everybody's coming after me. So I gotta stay ready. And then, but before I do that, I have a few tournaments in between, you know, so I can, so I can keep my pace a little bit. You know, just keep fighting and keep getting more fights on my book and stuff. But yeah, that's the next one. That's the next big one.
Are you guys staying at 119 or going back down to 114?
No, we're going to stay at 119.
Stay at 119. Your strength, everything transitioned fairly
Yeah.
well?
Felt great.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Were you cutting weight at all or no? To 114 to make 114?
I actually was cutting weight to make 114, but then I just saw my weight kind of get like stuck between 117 and then like 116. And I was like, and I was eating great, you know, I was working hard, eating great and everything. It's just like, I think I'm just getting too big, Chris. I think I'm just growing, you know. And then we asked if we could bump up, you know, and said yes, so that was good.
So this is going to be perfect. This
Yeah.
is a perfect setup for at least the next foreseeable future, for the next year or so, maybe a couple years,
Yeah.
where you'll actually feel and grow into yourself at 119.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. Next tournament, so the next nationals you said is December, but you guys got a tournament coming up in September, I believe. It's one of the invitationals for Sulamina and Phoenix.
Yeah, so there's actually a tournament in between, but that's in Ohio. So there's a national tournament in September as well, the end of September, but that's in Ohio. So with everything so close, it's like we're going to skip that
Because
one.
we're mid-July already.
Yeah, exactly.
Time's getting the best of us, yeah.
Yeah, so we just decided to, you know, pump the brakes on that, you know, and then go back to December because USA Boxing holds 4 national tournaments throughout the year.
Okay.
So in the beginning, it's like a lower tier national tournament. The JOs ranks you at #1, so it's a top tier. And then this next one is a lower tier nationals as well. And then
Does winning or placing in one qualify you for the next consecutive, or
well,
are
it
they
just puts
independent?
points on your book and puts
Okay.
points onto your national record.
Okay.
So yeah, so the girls who win 119 will have a lot of points. But because she won such a big tournament, it should hold her all the way till December. Because then December again is going into the new year. So they want to see who's ranked number 1 going into the new year. So it's again a bigger national tournament.
It's going to be an interesting second half of the year for you guys. Very busy. Very busy. So I was talking to Coach about a week ago off the mic, and he was mentioning to me you spar both girls and guys as well. So and then there's this grit about you that when you get hit, that you just want to go after these people. You just want to go after your opponents. Where does that come from?
I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know. You know, like when I get hit, like if I give a big shot, you know, I'm still gonna stay composed. I'm not gonna like get to me. But yeah, I like to. Oh, my fault.
That's okay.
Oh, Amber Alert. But my bad. But yeah, I like to brawl a lot. Like I like to brawl. Like I like to get in there and get in the body, you know. But I'm a boxer. But I like to get in the body. I like to brawl. Yeah.
You mix it up very well.
Yeah.
So do you find a difference when you're training and sparring with male opponents versus with female opponents? Do you take advantage of utilizing your strength more with one and the other, or utilizing your boxing, or what works more?
It really depends on the person and the style, you know. I don't really like, if it's a girl, I'm gonna go my same strength. If it's a boy, I'm gonna go my same strength, you know. But it really depends on like the style and the person, you know. But I do notice with the boys that they hit me a lot harder. Like they hit me a lot harder, but then sometimes they hit me harder and sometimes they hold back because I'm a girl, you know. They don't want to like. But I feel that like I understand where they're coming from. It's not want to hurt me and stuff. It's like I just tell them, just go, bro. I can handle it. Just do it. I got it.
But it gives you, it must give you a sense of awareness and the sense of understanding that if they're going to be punching you a little bit harder, they got a little more strength, you're going to be utilizing your footwork, your head movement a lot better. And so that has to make you into a smoother fighter.
Yeah. They do hit me a lot harder than the girls, I will say that. But, I just block it. I can take a punch, you know, I can take a punch, but it doesn't really like, I think like I can see on their face sometimes they're surprised when I could just like if they hit me hard like a clean shot and I just take it and I get right back to it. I can see they're a bit surprised by that. But yeah, you know, it's just honestly it's the same for everybody, you know.
Do you have aspirations of turning pro?
Yeah.
Do you?
Of course, yeah.
So this is this gold medal that you're holding up. This is your second national title. Third national title.
Yeah.
So third national title. You have regional titles. You have local titles as well. So you're going to continue amassing these titles, I imagine, going for more nationals, get your name up there, and then eventually turn pro. I think at 18 is when you turn pro, right?
Yeah.
So you just hit 14?
Yeah, I just hit 14 3 days ago.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
This is a birthday present right here, the interview. So congratulations. So you got 4 years away from, at least distance from turning pro. Does that seem like that far away for you? Does it seem like it's just so far away, or do you feel like it's coming quicker than you expected?
I feel like it's coming quicker, you know. I feel like every year it goes by faster. Like it's been going by faster, like fast now, you know. I mean, summer like barely ended. Summer's about to end in like 2 more weeks. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like it's getting faster. It's catching up to me a little bit.
And then the fact that you're so involved in tournaments and training and so forth, so everything's moving fairly quick for you. And it is. You're right. It's probably going to come up a lot sooner. So, Coach, I remember the first time I met you, you said, Boxing Fit University, I want to make it a staple for Tucson boxing. And you're proving it. How does that make you feel?
Good. Yeah, I mean, it just shows that all the hard work as a coach I've been putting in, you know, as well. You know, learning, failing a lot, and, you know, but through adversity, you know, it's like where you actually, you know, come out on top. So it's like, you know, it's just sticking with it, understanding, like, trying to grow as a coach, you know, asking coaches, you know, getting like certain people you look up to and pick their brain on how to become a better coach. So, you know, it's like all throughout the years been doing that. So finally getting more of the understanding of what needs to be done for these athletes to win these tournaments at nationals as well. You know, so it's kind of neat to see all the hard work coming to fruition as well, you know, so.
That's the beautiful thing about when I speak to you, the fact that you don't stop learning. You're not just set on, I already have a certain level of knowledge. and I'm going to sit on this and just spread the knowledge. You continue learning and you continue chopping away at the craft and then spreading that knowledge over to your boxers. This year alone, we're in July. You've already won some tournaments this year for amateurs, right? You have one professional fighter who's on the sidelines right now. You have a big amateur crew that you're able to grow, that you've been growing here since you transitioned. And then Marzela's obviously proof. So tell me about your amateur team, because you guys won already a couple tournaments this year.
Yeah, last year, I mean, we took 5 Gene Lewis champions. We brought the belts back from Gene Lewis. So you know, that was a huge accomplishment for our team, bringing back 5 belts. We fought at the Michael Carbajal. I just had one kid that competed in it. He won the whole tournament as well. Wow. You know, so it's like, and watching, you know, just the team grow, like get better. We're having more people coming in from, you know, that just want to be a part of it as well. So it's kind of neat to see that. And then just like our shows we go to, the whole team as a whole is usually winning. So it's just really neat to see everyone working hard, but understanding, like you said, part of success though is not being stagnant. So for me, is not to be, you know, I'm satisfied, I'm happy, but at the same time, I know there's more to accomplish and more to hold on to.
And this gym's becoming one of the go-tos, like you said. This was your plan. A month ago, you had a media. You were hosting a media event here. Oscar Valdez was here. Jose Ramirez got to fight out in at the casino locally as the main eventer. So you're already attracting a lot of attention. Coach Woods was here as well. So and he's out. Busy with Emma Williams, and so there's fighters and coaches that are starting to take note of the work that you guys are doing. I think the next step naturally is going to be doing a full mural of Marzela as your first gold medal winner, right?
Yeah, hopefully one day. And then, you know, it's just understanding of, like, I want to bring Tucson back. I know we talked about this multiple times, so I want to help bring that community together in Tucson. You know, there's a lot of great talent here, not just in my gym, but, you know, all over Tucson right now. Tucson is growing, so it's exciting to see that the community is coming together. They're working hard, and, you know, and there's great coaches coming up from everywhere in Tucson right now. So good teams. So, you know, I know they're looking at us, and, you know, they want to take, you know, that spot too. So it's like, but, you know, as a whole, I think we call just as a whole be on top as a whole. So I think that's exciting.
That's going to be awesome. Marzela, I give you my word. This is not the last of the interviews. This is the first of many, hopefully. So next time you got to have all your belts and medals and so forth, and let's show it off. And then I'm sure you're going to have even more. You're going to have even more medals by then. So let's shoot for December, I think, because you got 3 tournaments between now and then.
Yeah.
And then that's going to give even more gold to present. So that should be a fair assessment there. Send us out. Who do you want to thank? Who do you want to give a shout out to? How do people follow your journey?
Shout out to my mom, shout out to my coach, shout out to the gym, but a big shout out to honestly my middle school summer program. Honestly, I won that for them a lot. Like, I won it for the gym, I won it for Chris, but they're like one of my top supporters, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they watched me fight, and then even like going there, they had treats and like snacks, and I was gonna try and sneak one. They'd be like, no, you gotta fight, you can't be eating that, you gotta fight. And they'd take it away and stuff, but like, they're one of my biggest supporters, honestly, a lot. Thanks to my friends, you know. How
do people follow your journey? Are you on social media at all?
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram and stuff. You can follow me at the gym too.
That's awesome. Marzela Catalan, everybody. Coach Chris and Boxing Fit University. Listen, you're putting Tucson on the map. Junior Olympic gold medal winner right here. Everybody, if you guys want to spar with Marzela, you know where to find her. We'll see you guys.